Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking what can be a super frustrating software installation and turning it into a clear, step-by-step journey. Have you ever been there? You're trying to install some powerful, brand new software and you just hit this wall of cryptic errors? Well, today, we're breaking down a user's real-world struggle to install the AI assistant Clawdbot on a brand new M4 Mac. Their troubleshooting journey is now our step-by-step guide. So we're going to structure this whole thing like a 6-part quest. We'll start with the initial dream of having a personal AI, and we'll follow all the way through to the final victory of a successful connection. All right, every good quest starts with the goal, right? So what exactly is the prize we're after here? The goal is to get Clawdbot installed and running. And this thing is not just a simple chatbot. We're talking about a powerful AI that can act as your personal assistant, running right there on your super fast M4 MacBook Air. It has deep system access, so it can actually get things done. But of course, right out of the gate, our user hits the most common and, let's be honest, the most frustrating wall you can hit in any terminal installation. Yep, that old classic command not found. You run the install script, you type in the command, and nothing. The system has no clue what Clawdbot is. The command is there, but your Mac's path, its internal address book, is missing the entry. So the solution is all about building the right foundation. You see, Clawdbot needs Node.js to run, and on a modern Mac, the absolute best way to install that is with a tool called Homebrew. Once you get these dependencies in place, the system finally knows exactly where to find the Clawdbot command. Okay, so the command is working, progress, but a new challenge appears, this dreaded searching for gateway loop. The bot is installed, but it feels like its different parts can't communicate with each other to get online. To really understand the problem, we need to know what this gateway is. Think of it like a little local server on your Mac that acts as a bridge. It's just sitting there listening for commands from apps like iMessage and then connecting them to the bot's brain. And here's the source of the problem. It's the conflict. The graphical app and the command line service are like two different airports trying to operate on the very same runway. They're fighting for the same communication port, and that's what causes the traffic jam. You just have to choose one path to get things moving again. All right, next up is a challenge created by Apple itself, the seriously formidable security features in modern macOS. The bot is running, but the operating system is actively stopping it from talking to any other apps. So you see this error. It looks cryptic, but it's telling you that the iMessage helper tool, the little piece of software that lets Clawdbot actually type into your Messages app, is not where the bot expects to find it. See, Apple Silicon changed the standard file paths, so the bot is basically looking in the old Intel Mac location. And the solution here is a 2-part process. It's pretty clever, actually. First, you have to tell Clawdbot where to find the iMessage tool using its new address. Second, you have to dive into your system settings and explicitly tell macOS, hey, I trust this tool, give it permission to read my messages, and control the app. So just when you think you've fixed everything on your local machine, the connection fails for reasons completely outside of your control. The bot reaches out to its AI brain in the cloud and just gets rejected. And you're hit with this massive block of error text. But here's the thing, this isn't a bug. It's just the Google API saying that the free tier for their powerful and expensive Pro model has been totally used up. All those previous troubleshooting attempts just ate right through the daily quota. The solution here is actually pretty elegant. You just switch the bot's brain. Instead of the heavy-duty Pro model, our user swaps to Gemini Flash. It's faster, it's cheaper, and it comes with a much more generous free tier, which is perfect for getting things up and running. Okay, so you solve the quota issue, and then a new API error pops up. This one is simple, but still a frustrating roadblock. The security key you're using to talk to Google is no longer valid. You just need to replace it. So, with a new API key and the right model selected, we've finally reached the last step. This is the security handshake that proves you are the true owner of the bot. Now, this final sequence isn't about getting a text back. Because of all that macOS security, the bot can often read your pair request, but it can't send a reply. The key insight is to find the 6-digit code that's hidden in the bot's own logs, and then manually approve the connection right from the terminal. And with that final approval, the connection is live. The user sends their first command, and Clawdbot, now fully connected to the Mac system, responds with the correct information. The quest is officially complete. So, what this whole journey shows us is that installing powerful tools often means navigating a maze of system security, cloud APIs, and configuration files. But with a clear map, the finish line is definitely achievable. You've made it through the gauntlet. So, what's the first command you'll give your new AI?